Greetings, undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web! My name is Tall Lanky Guy. I figured at some point I should probably actually say the name of my channel in the videos, so there you go. Anyway, I'll get right into the main event as soon as I mention one thing. I've been doing some thinking. And the main subject of that thinking has been the length of these videos. Now last week, the first time that I tried making a video to answer all of the questions about the holidays, it turned out to be like 17 minutes long. And I was like, I'm not going to do that to you. I promised a shorter video than the week before. So I had to like skim it way down. And I was even just doing the questions. And as much as I absolutely love answering all these beautiful questions, there are other things that you can do on a vlog. So I'm thinking that we need to figure something else out. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is every other week I'm going to be answering questions, and then the other weeks I'll be doing some random subject that I'll be talking about or doing something weird that people do on vlogs. We'll see. But today I will be answering your questions, and we have 3 lovely questions coming in from 2 different viewers. The first question is, how do touch screens work? And other than maybe the magnet question I had a couple weeks ago, this is probably the most complicated question I've ever had to answer. So I won't answer it to its fullest extent. I'll just answer it to sort of the extent that I've been able to comprehend. Basically, how a touch screen works is it's a bunch of circuits and sensors that monitor certain things. Certain touch screens monitor like the amount of light hitting the screen, and when you put your finger on the screen, you're blocking out some of the light on that particular spot, and the phone reacts to that. Other screens also measure electrical currents. So like when we put our finger on the screen, our bodies conduct electricity, which is sensed by the screen, by one of the layers under the screen, which the phone picks up and determines what to do with it. So, yeah. If you feel like my answer is not sufficient for you, I will provide a link to a rather informative page in the doobly-doo down there. Next question. Our second question is, who is your favorite Beatle and why is it Ringo Starr? The problem with this question is that it kind of half answers itself. So I'm going to take it into 2 different questions. The first being, who is my favorite Beatle? And second, if it was Ringo Starr, why? My favorite Beatle would definitely have to be Paul McCartney. Now, as for why my favorite Beatle would be Ringo Starr, that would probably be A, because we're both drummers, and B, he was a fairly good drummer. Yeah. And our third and final question is, why does a mirror reverse left and right, but not up and down? Now, this isn't so much a complicated question as it is just a really interesting question. I didn't wonder it until I had read the question, but as soon as I read it, I was like, yeah, how come? So I did some research, and it turns out that mirroring reverses the direction perpendicular to the mirroring surface. That sounds like a lot of science and crazy angles, so I'll move us to the lovely actual mirror that we actually have to show you. So, here we've got a lovely mirror. Actually, right now it's somewhat creating a paradox. But you see how the reflection is up and down, which means, so we'll call that the y-axis, getting all graphy here. And so, because it's a mirror, it would reflect the x-axis. Does that help any? Good. Anywho, that is all for today. Next week, don't worry about questions. Just if you have something that you thought about this video, comment them please down there. And I'll try and figure out something to talk about for next week. Thanks, guys. I love you all. Goodbye.